Hello, my name is Kenna Hasler, and I am the Director of Homeless Outreach and Wellness Services at a mental health and substance use nonprofit called Park Center here in Nashville, Tennessee. The kinds of roles that peers play in my work, I can start with just my department specifically. So I run a homeless outreach department where we do SOAR, so SSI, SSDI, outreach, access, and recovery, as well as street outreach. And one of the things that we do on my team is I don't have any hired roles that are specifically for lived experience or certified peers. But as an organization, we really encourage those with lived experience to work in our roles. And so I am lucky that I have 9 staff, and out of those 9 staff, 7 of them are all certified peers in addition to their roles. So I have SOAR coordinators who also have a certified peer recovery specialist certification. I have an outreach worker who is a certified peer. We just kind of incorporate that naturally. So in our permanent supportive housing, we do have identified certified peer roles to work in our permanent supportive housing. But also we have people in leadership who have certified peers. One of my managers is a certified peer, as well as pretty much at least one person in every Park Center department has this certification of having lived experience. I think that hiring peers into this field is a recipe for success because a big piece of working with individuals who are living outdoors or living in shelter is about engagement. And one of the things that being able to use your lived experience does is just build a better bridge to other people so that they feel more comfortable speaking to you. When you go out to do street outreach, you're asking someone who's already in a vulnerable position to be even more vulnerable with you. And so being able to use your lived experience is a way to kind of level the field and say, like, I'll be a little vulnerable with you so that you can be a little vulnerable with me. And so one of the things we found in our study was that by having people with lived experience and having certified peers, we were able to have a dramatic increase in our face-to-face contact and our engagement of people who stay with us. My programs and our programs here at Park Center are all voluntary. We don't have any programs that are court mandated or anything like that. So we always let people know, anytime you don't want to be here, you can go and you can always come back. But I like to say that because we're able to kind of engage with people in this way, we have less of people kind of saying, I don't want to do this anymore, and more about people really seeing us as what we are, which is supportive services. We're here to support you and we'll move at your pace. And I think that utilizing people with lived experience and hiring them on is also a way to really, we hear the words, meet people where they are a lot. But I like to think of that as like emotionally as well as physically. And that's one thing that being able to use your lived experience does, is it lets you say, I know what it feels like when your medication doesn't work. I know what it feels like when you don't want to get out of bed. And especially because my programs are working in mental health and substance use as well as in homelessness, like those are important things to validate. I think that's why my team feels so energized most of the time. Because one of them has told me before, like, I feel like I'm healing together. We're healing together. Even though I'm in recovery, like every person I help only heals me more too as I'm helping them.